So, this is the 4Ground fort. Not fully assembled. Bits of it are unglued, or I'm unglued, something's unglued. Anyways, that's the fort, I believe, in the basic configuration. The question is, can this be modified, moved around? My answer would be not so easily. The two side walls, this wall and this wall, are the same size, same length. So they're swappable. For what that's worth, one's got a building, one's got stairways, and I think there's something I was supposed to build down there too. But anyways, they can be swapped out. But some of the other stuff may be a challenge to actually do anything much with. This is all pretty much determined by being on this configuration. But let us see if there's anything else that we can do to make this thing different. But I'm not easily convinced that there will be. The doors, things pretty well have to line up where they're going to line up, right? So I mean, that would have to line up there, that there. We've already determined that these two walls are the same length, so we're going to wind up getting a little crowded at places. So let's see now, if we lengthened out this wall, because these are the longer walls over here, so that's like that. We still got a tower at the corner. We got this big thing going on here, just slightly falling apart, and that doesn't work. Okay, but this is shorter. Pause. So now I've reconfigured it slightly, and you'll see there's a gap. I'm not convinced that this really is easy to modify. Now maybe with multiple sets you can interchange enough bits, or you'll have enough parts to be able to do something, but the dimensions are such that you're kind of restricted on how you're going to set this thing up to the way that it was presented. So I'm not convinced that there's anything much to be done. So the lids do come off on most of the structures, so you can get inside if you all want to. Likewise here. Sorry, likewise over at this building. And that, and that, and that. Not that building. That building, I believe, is intact. And it's just supposed to have a gun platform up on top of it, but not an easy access to it the way it was assembled. You can see a tab right there. I suppose if we'd cut that tab off, and those two tabs, anyway. Yes, you could probably reconfigure it. Cut off the tabs, stick in a support along the walls, and then you would be able to put that thing on top of it and lift it off whenever you want to. Yeah, that's doable. Without too much stress or effort. So I haven't put in the windows. I have foolishly put in the doors, but mostly I'm going to have to I want to leave it somewhat bare because I've got a whole bunch of sand that came with it. Sorry, it's going to drift off camera. There we go. A whole bunch of this sand material that I'm supposed to spread out to give it a textured feel. Right now it actually has a vaguely textured quality to it. So there's a non-textured surface, there's a textured surface, so it is slightly textured. But as far as, oh yeah, that's right, there is nothing on that side. This, nothing here, there's something here. I think there's a bench that goes over here, and there's an awning that goes there. Anyways, yeah, I don't think there's that much to be able to be done with one kit. Two kits gives you slightly better opportunities to model different things. You know, I suppose you could try and do things where that goes in there and you build a bastion right there and see if you can't do something funky with that. It would normally be configured to go like this. So if you did, nope, you're still screwed. Nope, still nothing much you can do with that. So that hopefully is an answer to that question of, can you modify this? Even there, it doesn't really match up. My quick answer would be no. No. Okay. And as far as leftover pieces of the sheets that these things are all punched out of, I don't think there's that much opportunity for anything on that. Except I guess you could cut out, you've got a template here basically, right? So you could lay that down and cut out sections of it if you so wanted to, but I'm not convinced that's a great asset per se. Or I guess you could cut out this portion of it, and at least you'd have a top of a wall, and then you can go with more of it. At least you have a wall the right length. So yeah, possibility I suppose of doing something like that. And then as you can see, there's a whole bunch of stuff here that I still haven't built, which is just the various add-on rooms and things like that. Awnings, benches, ladders. So project to be done now that the painting challenge is over. I'll shift onto this thing at some point. Yeah,